Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, Our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
うーん、まあ順当にファルコンでいいか。
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Main Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Main Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
下が見れねえよ。
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of
いや
damage.
違うわこれ。
Can't have any more casualties.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Time to stop the bullshit.
書いてあること違くねえかお前。
Mage 2, form up with Mage.
いやこれ逆だろお前。おい。おい騙してきたな。
Let's do this. Column Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
あ
Going for understood.
ダメだろそういうことしたら。
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your
こ
wingman.
っちは大丈夫だ。
Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or So I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
おい、いつも通りだ。
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
雲なんか突っ込んだら死んじまうんだ。
They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835. Cycle 2, missile, break!
Watch out for the support aircraft. It didn't connect.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Column 4, Fox 2.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Locked.
They got me.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, their Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
I あいつら顔こっち向けてんな。
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
こっち来た。
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs? I can't tell them apart.
Still in the fight. Ejecting. Need rescue.
なんかあちこちいんな。なんかいっぱいいる。
Target lock. Firing. Nice kill, Mage 2. Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. Still got half our package.
あ、ちゃんとミサイルカメラある。しかも生きてる。
Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
うわー、そこで落とせ。
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
どこにいる？
Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
何？
They're locked on me. Column 2, bandit behind you.
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their own payload.
あ、結構無茶に撃ったけど当たったな。
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
右のやつは当たんなそうだな。当たったわ、すごい。
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Cadet, Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. we have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
なんか懐かしいなこの感じ。まあいいや。いやマジ強化パーツとかそういうのは俺求めていないんだよなこのゲームに。
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Frozen sent delete of the Kingdom of Arusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school they went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Hmm, なんか話とか前のやつあんま覚えてねえな。何ですかそれは。いや、そういうのじゃないんだよな。 紫色してるのは何なんだ？これなんで紫色してんだこれ。なんかちっちゃくてわかんない。めちゃめちゃなんかめんどくせえなこれ。なんだこれ。これに至っては赤いんだが、あれか、機体の対空なんだ、ファイター、アタッカー、マルチロールみたいな、そういうことか、これ。なんかそういうわけでもないか、これ。A 点赤いでしょ。なんか薄くてわかんねえんだよ、これ。あんま期待ない感じ。まあ、なんだっていいや。これは何ですか？まあ何も変わんでいいだろう。でもマジでくだらんな、この機能。本当に。こういうの本当くだらん。はい、なんかついた。
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
飛んでる。
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Intercept! Fire the AA! Complete our vehicle out of there! It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight. It's narrated. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft.
いやこんなとこ出してたら死にそうだな。
Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
ヘリじゃん。
Missile launched.
Anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed. Go for the radar car.
Easy money, so grab it.
Target
Wow.
destroyed. 5 to go.
いつも苦しめられている。
Get the fighters out there. Attack the radar vehicle.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
外してるし。
Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Mage 2. Vehicle destroyed.
Where's our support? If we don't get some fighters soon, the whole base is gone.
Target eliminated. Targeting gun range. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
The base is wrecked.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Nice kill, Mage 2.
やれてないか。まあいいでしょう。いいよ。
Miss. That's a miss.
God damn it, my brother was in that radar unit.
ちょっと適当にしすぎた。
Fired it. Evade it.
ああこれ当たんないな。
Mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
What's your next bandit?
Mage 2, enemy has a radar lock on you. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile moving. Check. We aim over clear ground. Going great. Have the bail out now.
Lower point, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
さっきこっちやるかな。よくない。
I've got him in my sights.
うわ壊してくれみたいな並んでる。
Fox 2.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base. Enemy missiles. Get away from that vehicle. Now!
Hell yeah, hostile has been eliminated.
まずいですよ。
Continuing attack.
They have a lock on you, shake them.
うわあバイバイ。アッパーチさんかな。
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Anti-air guns
Do
down.
we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us.
He dodged it.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Shake off that missile.
横かな。当たった。
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Missile did not connect.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Enemy
missile detected. APCs have nowhere to hide. They have me spiked.
has been destroyed.
Locked. Mage 2, vehicle destroyed.
全部終わりかな。
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
No, they're not linked to the
あ、死んでる。
Launch manually. Redo the setup.
あ、輸送機じゃん。名前忘れたけど。
Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
All right, this base is worth destroying.
Launch
お、なんか爆発した。うわあ。
whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. Huh? Keep your mind focused. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
対空ロケットみたいな。
Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being
こ
launched.
っち向いてる。
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they've got to be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Missile launch.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missile did not connect.
Golem Squadron, surround them.
What's the
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Missed.
You're running out of missiles.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
さようでございますか。
Bandits are in the clouds.
やるな。
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile inbound. Evade. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. You've got a hostile behind you.
早い
Got
ね。
an enemy in front of me and behind me.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Fox 2.
I'm iced up. Bandit evaded the attack. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
あー、頭向けてるからダメー。
Fox 2.
これならいける。距離が離れてるかな。 結構弾使ったな。
Skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
なんかアーセナルバードってなんか昔いなかったっけ？へえ。これは買っといた方がいいんですか？持ってるってことか。 ホーネット高くて買えないんですけど、3って何？黄色い。あ、3使うってことか？あ、そういうことか。なんだかわかりませんが、まあ、つけられるもんつけときましょう。
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
ちょうどいいじゃん。もっと後ろとか見てくんねえかな。相変わらずなんかこれ視界のこの向きが制限されてんだよな、昔から。
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
早速の歓迎か。いいね。
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
4 remaining.
.すげえ大量に追ってんなあいつ。かわいそうに。
3 remaining.
Do the humane thing and put it down.
Enemy missile cruising. Break it.
殺すない。
I'm in position. He's mine. I got his tail in my sight.
それは当たんないですね。さすがに。
Enemy missile cruising. Break it. Cargo is fire. Now. Eject. We need reinforcements now!
Nice kill. One remaining.
Why aren't they pulling out? Attack disconnect.
Locked. Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert. We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break! Now!
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
これ何？
These guys will go down easy.
ああ、ロングレンジミサイル。フェニックスか。
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
うるさいな。
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Can't reach the arsenal bird.
Let's knock you sideways.
Can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
壊せないの。
Fox 2.
Commander. Got me.
当たる？大丈夫。
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
They can't get a lock.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Gold 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2.
間に合わん
It should
な。
still
な
appear
んだ
to
こ
be
れ。
functioning okay.
あーアーセナルバードのエンジンかなんかか。ちょっとドローンを落としましょ
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
Evade. Control ground. I'm breaking up.
う。何の音ですか？
Skeleton 2 lost.
Reporting coming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had
当
too
たらん
many
の？
losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. Ignorance earlier.
なんか俺が遊んでる間
Send
に
your chatter for the debriefing.
なんか帰れとか言われて。
Give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Column 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
やべ、なん
Column
か
2, head back to base.
ポイント
Gargoyle
逃した？
1,
まあい
escort
いか
Column
別
2.
に。
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your
無茶だ
head.
な。
Copy that. Returning home.
ダメか。
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show any mercy. Going for the loader.
マジか、これで当たらんか。
Fox 2! Fox 2! I'm on this one's tail.
コブラ。
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. H2, UAV down.
My status is fine. This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandage, SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
It's like he...
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Short-range aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Detonate. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off.
なんか向こうに開けるやつ何？ フェニックスパチン出
Target
た。
lock. Firing. Mage 1 launching missile.
あ、通常の戦闘機じゃん。
Locked.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Golem and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of Fritz. Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brody?
近すぎる。
By now. Sorry.
Let Golem and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
Does Mage
あー、これ
Squadron
は当た
still
ら
have
ん。
their hotshot?
あ、取った。
We just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt. Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass.
Tied up now. Trigger, can you help him? Tight.
A few seconds could mean life or death for him. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
なんか誰か死んじゃった。
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 2 miles to carrier. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. Lower your speed. 1 mile to carrier.
Just 今無理やり止めたな今。
I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Quadrant, this Golem and the other base. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco.
これ
Mage 1 to Golem 1.
一番最後だけ見たいという人がもう相当しんどい
Mage
な。
Squadron, keep up that pressure.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
随分仕事が多いし無茶させるね。あんまりこいつでやる任務じゃないような気もするけど、せっかく買ったしな。いや、お金増えた？ホーネット買える？買えません。
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
出たこれ。
The mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar.
わあ。
Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
完全にこれケーキだけ見て飛んでるよこれ。
H2's in the clouds.
マジ何もわからんな。高度めちゃめちゃ低くなってるし。めっちゃ風に煽られてるこれなんか。
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
カタカタ言ってたのこれ曲じゃなくてなんかこれ SE なんですかね。めちゃめちゃ左に流されるんですけど。
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
何？なんであんなガタガタしてたの？またガタガタ言い始めた。あ、何ですかこれは。台風かなんか来てますか？そういう風には見えませんね。あ、なんかめっちゃ頭が。またくもなんか突っ込まされるのが。
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
ああ、これショートカットできますよってか、した方がいいでしょ。
Progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you.
あ、今度頭が上げられちゃう。 ようで間に合うかな。危険だ。
Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
だいぶなんか上空飛んでるけどいいんですかこれ。
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
いいっぽい。めちゃガタガタするんだけど。飛びにくいな、ほんと。ほんで、ここ行くか。
Situation report. Something's happening. Nothing to report here. Everything's quiet.
軌道エレベーター見えますね。
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron,
まずはサムだな。
all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Missile. Missile.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Mage 2, target down.
Missile. Missile.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
Missile. Missile.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Missile.
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. Destroy the target.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
All anti-air guns destroyed.
撃てじゃなかっ
Destroy the remaining SAM sites and secure the LZ.
Missile. 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 Missile.
All SAM sites down. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin, you're up to meet on 2 VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
またドローンがいっぱい。 あ、ここもガタガタゾーン。
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr.
こ
Harley!
のコンテナは何なんだ。発射後のやつなんか。
Jacob's been hit!
あ、やべ、当たるかも。
Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all
Still
survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric!
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn. UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
めちゃめちゃ流されるんですけど、機体が。
Do you copy? I am with President Harley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. Let's get Mr. Harley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harley.
うお、何今ガンぶつかった？何？
3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
Mage 2, missile away.
Good night.
UAVs
当たんねえか
from the
な。
harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
だよね。ダメだ、真上からじゃないと。 誰だ取ったやつ。
UAVs
俺の手に
flying
なるんだった
toward
らいい
the
けど。
space elevator. Mage, Gollum, get them.
Target destroyed.
Missile, break!
One remaining. UAV confirmed down. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harley was
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
マザーグースワンってなんか前もなんかいなかった。
Bogies on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal.
なんかいきなり目の前に出てきたんだけど。
Bird is coming, huh? Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those aliens.
いや全員こっち向いてるからダメだ。
Don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
これもダメ、横向いてる。
Enemies locked. Missile incoming.
Roger. Sending UAVs to the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. Old-timer has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
今破片にぶつかって死んだ。
This isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
UAV down. Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Missile headed for friendly.
Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
えあ遊んでたらやられちゃった。ちゃんと守らないとダメなんだ。
1 is heading south. Provide support.
すいません。
5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those
い
aliens.
や当たるもんだね。
Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Not bad, Mage 2.
I can't shake it.
Roger. Sending UAVs to the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mage 2, missile away. Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Locked on.
なんかビューンつってる。やばい。
This one's mine.
Cargo 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Someone's on the lighthouse. I need the harbor.
Enemy
We won't be
UAV
able to get home.
down. Nice work.
That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
UAV down.
んなんか来てる。
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Mother Goose 1 here. About to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, inside. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger, continue to maintain air superiority. I got him, he's mine. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond.
やられちゃってますけど。
Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
I've got one right behind me.
UAV down.
無限に出てくる。
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
外れてる。
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
Mage 2, Mage 2.
あ、怒られちゃった。
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
なんか俺のせいにされてしまいました。
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
ミラージュ？乗らないからいらない。
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All
right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tack name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again? Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary. How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers, but what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
So っすか。いや、なんか別にいらんようなのばっかり。なんだよ、フィッシュベッドのなんだろう。乗らないんで、いらないでーす。もうヨーロッパ系列のやつ全部いらない。俺デルタ欲が好きじゃないから。まだ買えないじゃん、ホーネットが。ファルコンでいっか。あ、なんかこれと いやまあ乗らないんでいいですけど。
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me a burst?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, can you land your ass?
Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles
あ、
again.
ウェポン
The
ディ
FCS
セイブル
is
ドってお
locked.
前。
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
願います。願いま
Here
す。
comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
囚人としての作法はこの間身につけたから大丈夫。
Surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another
この
round.
間までプリズンにいたからな。
It's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atone for your
脅かしてやるか。あ、ロックもできね
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down.
え。レーダーロックで脅かすことすらできないじゃないか。
I know.
This is Squall 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Squall Squadron, get into formation.
Spare 15. Work off your crimes. You enjoy flying while watch, Trigger?
I'm on his back. There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Could the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
いやマジついていくのって大変だな。
There's smoke!
お、レモンに来た。偉いね。
Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey? Damn it!
あ、ガン
Spare squadron.
やってきやがった。
Shoot
う
down
わ
everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
まずバレルロールで。あ、
Have to rethink the odds.
武器が解禁された。
One of us gets the first kill trigger starts. This is the first. If counts going forward, I decide when you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done. Fox 2.
爆撃機じゃん。穴だらけにしてやろう。
Dressed up for nothing. Spare 15, bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later.
このゲーム字幕読んでる暇ねえから何言ってるか分かんねえよ。 日本語にはしたくない。 うるさいな。あったよ。ほら。
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission. Head to the next target.
追っかけられてんの？
Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
これ当たらない。ですよね。
Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. More scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You can do this. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're losing escorts. Hurry up. Finish the job.
なん
Let's get
か
out. No, or Roland is killed.
Did they really think they could get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
どちらを向いてますか？こっちですね。
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
Well done, bandit. Attacking.
Bingo, direct hit.
Lock still. Enemy missile. Breaking. On my target. Letting a rip. Receiving locker. Breaking. Careful of the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well in there.
結局ミサイル頼りになっちゃうな。この2機はあんまり当てらんないんじゃないか。
Focus on destroying the target.
誰？助けを求めてる人誰？じゃあコントロールタワーって言われてる。あ、爆撃機落とせってこと？
Destroy the targets. Being slow.
あ、爆撃機落とさなきゃダメなんだ。それですか。 白いやつはまあ後でやれんのかな。あ、いたいた。わあ、ガンでケツからやられてますよ私。やめてくださいあなた。
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
もうしょうがないな。誰だ？お前か？お前か。左の後ろのやつが降ってきてる。全部いなくなっちゃった。人殺しの腕は確かだぞってかっこいいな。いっぱいいる。
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't even have to pull the
上
trigger.
はどっちにいます？上ですか？わかりません。下にいました。 あなたです。射程が短いなこれ。
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
We've never had so many casualties.
Trigger again!
We're on fire! We're going down!
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
足元か。
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out!
This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
ああ、そうだよね。今の軌道そうだよね。当たりそうだったよね。やるじゃん。
That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad
しょうが
simpler
ないな。まず
tomboy.
補助として。
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them, but they missed. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 4 targets remaining.
遠いな。ヘッドオンで当たるかな。当たった。ターゲットやるか。張り付いたやついんな。ずいぶん高いとこ飛んでる。うるさい。
Hey, do you have a read on the situation? Trigger.
One bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first
さっき
serve.
からうるさいのお前か。当たんねえなこれ。これもダメ。当たってる。お前生意気許しませんよ。もらい。は大丈夫。これは良くない。これは良くない。で、あとはまだなんかいるな。やっとくか。え、あ、くそったれ。もう何、俺のこの白いやつをいっぱい殺したいっていう欲望が。すいませんでした。なんかスコア、これ何？俺がどっから？配ったらダメなんですか？悲しいです。
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up. Really? Heads up!
Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harlan's murderer.
後ろについてる人どうにかしてください。0な。ちゃんとこいつそう。
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported. Sorry, I got lucky.
あ、撃っちゃった。上の方にも撃っちゃったな。
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Focus on destroying the target.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost all.
お前じゃない。
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
ターゲットを先にやんなきゃダメなんだね。やっぱなんか怒られる。
Spare 8, watch your mouth.
Enemy on your rear.
Ace is decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Geez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shot down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going
ああ、
down.
先に壊すか。しょうがね
7, shut up. You don't need to yap to pull the trigger.
Missile.
Box 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Attack missed. On my enemy's tail.
You're too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Missile.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again!
We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
10,000 altitude. Bailing out.
ちょっと横向いてるけど当たるかな。
Pretty
当
nice
たるな。
ride. Its service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeve
じゃあ
anyway?
爆撃落としますか。怒られちゃうから。
Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Get on their ass if you want to do more.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them.
なんで俺たまに怒られてるんだろう。
That was dumb luck, tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
あ、いた。
4 targets remaining. Three targets remaining.
They have me spiked. Box 2. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission. Two targets remaining.
一発外したヒットか。
Squadron of convicts. Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the
あ
trick.
あ、みんないなくなっちゃった。
Dog has an idea how to end the war.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. 1 mile to go. Heading is good. Stay on course.
あ、違った。もうちょっと左の方だった。
At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
すごい短いね。
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dimitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
補給ラインとかなんか懐かしいな。エスコント5あたりがあんなあったの。買える？お前いつになったかんだ次だよお前。8790円負けてくれ。何これ？なんかごちゃごちゃしてんな。何ですかこれ。でもこれなんか筒みてえなペンみてえなの出せか好きじゃねえんだよな。かといってなこういうの乗っちゃってもなんかなそれはそれでなんかちょっとやりすぎな感じもしちゃうしやっぱりファルコンかな。
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Some welcome.
ファルコンやっぱりこのキャノピーがすっきりしてていいね。
Clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
あ
3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft.
飛んでる？
Squadron, ready to answer your interceptors.
飛び立とうとしてる感じか？
We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Is a kind of specialty of mine.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
飛ぶ前に落としたいね。
Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for
そ
you
れじゃない
guys.
です。その辺のや
Let's be honest here.
つ。いや、タンク、あ、もう飛んじゃってる。
But in your heart, you want us to
こっ
smash
ち向いちゃってるし。
my office.
ミサイルミスった弾なんもないのに。
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. I'm done. Returning to base.
Missile hit.
狙いに
I've got you. Come to Papa.
硬いですね。
Locked on target.
飛んじゃダメだよ。飛んじゃった。感動落とそう。
All enemy bombers destroyed. That should put a wrench in their plans.
Now we can sleep in for once.
Spare 6. You haven't attacked a single target yet.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger. Rocking it hard. Cut the crap. There's work to do.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Fox 2. I know the penal unit doesn't get easy jobs. This is insane.
Enemy is locked on.
速度が速すぎる。あべえ、これぶつかる。やばいんじゃない？おお。
Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
やばいね、今。エアーズロックみたいなのにぶつかるところだった。
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them.
なんかエースポット6もこんなあったらなんか3公国のなんか大規模ななんかどこに行けばいいみたいな忘れたけど。わかりません。もうちょっと。あ、食らった。
Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Spare 15 locked. Confirmed kill.
映画撃たれました。
Fox 2.
撃ってきてる撃ってきてる。
Target down.
アパチがいっぱい。
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a
どう
place.
しようかな。こっち行く。
I'll take it from here.
いや、目の前に見るからこっちでいいや。サムは怖そうね。全然奥じゃん。そうか。なんか失敗してる。
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in, but it's just one after another, like that was the plan all along or something. Battlecopters. When something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osia has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Vandog. Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary. Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you delusion.
Bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note.
道場にいっぱいいます。
Tell us all about getting access.
やべ、橋にぶつかるよこれ。危な。よく見てなかった。なんすかこれ。峡谷の中にいろんなのがいっぱいある。まあ、上からやるか。
Bandit in my sights. Shit, all the batteries are dead. Hostile has a lock. Locked.
もうちょっと目標が多すぎてロックができない。
Tabloid, missile coming at you.
すごい対空ミサイルの数。当たるかな。
Missile away. Target destroyed.
Locked on.
Hostile has a lock. Confirmed kill on AA gun.
ハリアーがいっぱいいます。
Enemies locked on you. Damn enemy hiding in a place like this. They can at least make themselves easier to hit. Locked on target. Fox 2. Bandit in my sights.
眩しくてわかりません。 狙いにくいんですけど。
Hostile has a lock.
ストールしないで。
Locked on.
これは
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
南からいっぱい来たんですけど、また UAV が。
Drones. These must be the infamous drones.
も
Machines are not replacing humans.
うなんですかあれ壊し損ねましたけど。
Just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission. It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Humans are just pawns.
寒か。
That lion son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation. Locked on target.
サムがいたな今。
5 minutes remaining.
橋を落とせってことみたいだね。ブリッジって書いてありますね。橋壊すと100点もらえるなり。向こうにいるからダメだ。あ、 ティヌーク
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
I roller missile. Take it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! High roller missile. Another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
撃つだけ撃っとこう。
Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's high roller.
なんか当たりましたか？どれか。どれも当たってないのに見えるな。えい。適当にばらまけ。
Someone take out the AA.
1個ぐらい当たってもいいでしょ。
What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
ダメか。
Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
ダメだ、全然当たらん。
Follow your orders.
まあ、適当にしてるから。
Deserters will be
うるさいし。
I'm hit. My aircraft.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots? Shut up. Try and stop me. I'm getting me a trigger. Stick to the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score.
おお、ガンが。
Man, you're useless.
何のガンだ。
Target destroyed.
サムから狙われてるでしょ。
Hostile has a
はい
lock.
はい。
Engage or face punishment. Keep yapping away, little guard dog. You'll pay for this.
で UAV からも撃たれてる。さようございますか。
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all. Missile! Got one on my tail.
What happens to us if one is
これで当たらん？
I'm behind the enemy. Could they have picked a worse location? Can't hit anything for shit out here. Spare 15 locked on. Kill on target confirmed. Incoming missile. Breaking. Spare 15 launching missile.
お、なんか食らっ
Trigger still alive?
た。やるじゃん。
2 minutes remaining. Missile incoming.
この
Evade.
ダメか、これ当たると思うんだが、ヒット硬いね。てかこれよく見たハリアーだった。何が撃ってきたの？サムか？飛行機か？
Anyone have that besides Trigger think they can destroy the target?
お前か。うるせえな。いや、お前以外にもいる。
On your ass. Spare 15 dead another. That's 3. You take care of the surface target. 1 minute remaining.
あと一発で死ぬかな。2発いきます。
Spare 15 target destroyed. Break, break.
うるさいよお前。お前うざいよ。思わずガンダムシードのなんだっけあいつ、アウルニーダだっけ。あ、これ危ねえ。今のコースかなり危なかったな。ダメだった。あー、ちょっとミス。これなら当たる。
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass. Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
全然話読んでる余裕ないんだが。
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them.
知らんうちに何か死んでるらしい。ファルコン4機も落としたつもりないんだけど、なんか今落としてるっぽいな。なんか最初に飛び立ったやつかな。17000いくら。いいのか悪いのか。何ですかこれは。F16 マルチロールじゃないんですか。やっぱ青がファイターで赤がアタッカーで紫がマルチロールとか多分そういう感じなんだろうな。まあ、こんなんは何でもいいや。さっきのメダルは何ですかこれは。ああ、そういうことですか。あ、ガンキル何回とか。これもなんかまあ何機殺したみたいな。なんかある。特に条件書いてないのか。まあいいでしょう。
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Ocean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
対地目標がいっぱいある。で、国目標も出てくる。 やることがいっぱいある。ホネットを買います。なんかこれ雲の中突っ込んでも大丈夫みたいな、そういうこと？何これ。まあ何がしからなんか特殊ミサイルだろう。あ、これ強化パーツなの？そっか。これあれか。なるほどなるほどなるほどですね。これいちいち装備しないといけないのか。どんぐらい上がるんだろう。なんかこれ買おうか。もうお金なくなっちゃった。全部乗る？余裕で全部入るじゃん。まだレベルが1とかだからってことかな？もう分かりませんが、なんか強くなったんでしょう。
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
いや全然わかりませんよ。ちょっとこれおっとっとっと、そうどうなってます？おっと。いやこれよくわかりません。これ狙うのしんどいな。いた、なんか食らったし。当たるこれ。当たりました。こっちも食らいましたね。これはなんか変な木の影、木じゃねえわ、岩の影に。 だここ。中国の山水画みたいなところで戦わされるのやめてほしい。お前のミサイルもこの岩に阻まれてるはずなんだよね、多分。まあ上から行くか。まあそうなったら敵のミサイルも届くようになる。自然の道理ですね。まあ上ではない。通りますかこれ。通んない風に見えるが撃つしかない。通ったらしい。後ろ。X サムって何ですか。なんかいいサムってことですかね。
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rocks.
It's blowing me off course.
Missile. Missile.
あの絵何なんだ。なんか今ロックできてた？できてないっぽいな。全然わかんない。当たるだろうな。ですよね。真正面から受けちゃいましたね今。味方機ずいぶんいっぱいいるな。射程伸ばしたいんですけど、もうちょい。ほら食らうから。ヒュンヒュンとかやってる。なんか飛んでるヘリか。もっと近くになんかいるらしいんだけど、ロックして。どれ？あら、これも時間制限ある。やべ、あんまりチンタラやってるとダメだなこれ。ミス？あ、なんか変な。ダメだこれ。影にいる。いいやもんな。ちょっとまずはここ行こう。なんかの影にいるっぽいんだけど何かわからない。当たった。
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto. Careful. Don't crash into the mountains.
And unless you have a death wish, watch your altitude.
Trigger, missile, get out of the way.
Missile.
なんか岩にぶつかったっぽいな。
Hostile has a lock.
よし、 こからならクリアに撃てる。撃てないぞ。なんで？まずいですよこれは。なんか雲だからロックできないのかあれ。なんなんだ。でもなんかやれてるっぽいな。おお、これは岩があります。ちょっとレーダーやっちゃうかも。めんどくせえわ。ロックしてください早く。墜落してしまいます。あっぶれー。
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line.
おお、なんだこれ。今木にぶつかって死んだろ。サンダーストラックなんですけど。レーダーがいかれちまう。いや、分かってるんですけど、どこですか？あれか。ちょっと遠いんですけど。うわー、食らいました。多分この辺りにいます。わかりませんが、いました。どこ行った？当たるわけねえよな。で、さっき助けを呼んでたやつは誰ですか？あなたからですか？ちょっと多すぎるな。うわー、近くの狙いそうなやつ。わかりません。お前狙いそう。この先のやつが狙われてるくせ。本当か？とりあえずこの高機動ミサイル。おい、ロック外れてるじゃねえかバカ。今なだろう。どっからのミサイルか分かりませんが、当たる。当たんないの？なんかあいつフレアかなんか巻いてる。
stretching your
And
ass and
now?
approach the enemy.
What?
Try and stop it.
くそったれが前が見えない。
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
近すぎる
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud.
この目の前のこれは味方ですか敵ですかそうです
Cyclops 3, missile in the air!
Fox 2.
Got it.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Band Dog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go
2機しか残ってないらしいですけど
You're in no position to
俺
call
のせい
someone
で
a
すか
devil count. Don't make me laugh.
そうは思えないんですけど
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
うるせえ
Not letting a damn robot
忙しいんだよ
Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
はいいいよ
Cyclops 2 has broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude.
おーっと
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
So I just gotta look at the support. Just one fighter.
Blake, Blake! They're all over me!
Maintain your element. Go at
どこ
it
行った
in pairs.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base.
6800点
Hold it.
あまたなんか来る
You have more chores for us?
なんかいる
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide.
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Shot down champ. He was toying with him. Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
いや俺5駅からやんなきゃいけないからまずはごめんな
444's craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11. An element to take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where tabloid bows out.
これで当たんない？おかしいでしょ近すぎるってことですか？許しませんよ
Soul 3, they've got 2 rear guard. The better one's
おいなんで当たってねえんだおかしいだろさっきの
to copy that.
あこの軌道まずいですこの軌道まずいです危ないです危ない
Soul 3, check your 6.
うっせえなまだお前防衛みたいなやつやんねえと俺気が進まね
Spare 15, this is your fight. Spare 11 can't touch him.
えお硬いお死んだ誰かがやったっていうか他のやついなくなってる俺のスコアが増えてねってことは俺ヒットだけおいおいおいおい貢献度みたいなのでちょっとは半分ぐらい点かけてもいいんじゃないの
Wiseman, you see that color?
Mr. X for sure. The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Weisman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here. It's not a special. Understood.
とりあえずビビらせとくか。いやいやいやいや、普通なら当たってるでしょ。
Copy that. It's gonna do that anyway.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Hmm. 岩に一回飛び込むか。あべ、おお、ぶつかっちゃった。あ、やった。俺またザコを倒すチャンスを与えられる。
All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Dig it. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Why are some of 444's craft flying out of bounds?
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
めちゃくちゃなんですけど、おかしくね
？Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element to take up the rear. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out.
もしかしてこいつ死なない？
Roger that. Will do.
Sol 3, they've got two rear.
異常ですけど。これ、俺お前やれないんじゃないの？もしかして。ヒットだよ、これダメだこれ。そういう罠だった？許せませんよ。これは何なんだ？一発でもかませばいいのか、それともなんか時間かわかんねえけど、いつの間にか貿易なくなってるし。当たった。
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here. Understood.
Warning. System malfunction. You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No, just one's taking them on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Overg.
ちょっとマジでこれまた岩にぶつかりそうで怖えわ。 このフレアを押すときスティック押し込みだからなんか視点がガチャガチャになっちゃうんだよね、一瞬ずっと押すから。まあ当たるとは思ってませんよ。足元か。いやマジの岩の間飛ばれるの嫌なんだけどぶつかるから。上昇中とかなんかこんな狙いどこなんだけど、なんで当たりませんか。歯入ってますよ。大丈夫ですか。息上がってませんか。完全にヒットだよ今の。ディレクトヒットだよ。マジでやんなきゃいけないのか。帰っちゃった。マジこの山水画みたいなこの中国の地形みたいなのやめてくんねえかなマジで。なんだよこれ。こんなとこ飛行機飛んじゃダメだろ。
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. I'll be at the base.
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Heading is good. Stay on course. 1 mile to go.
.かなり手前で降りたの。
Great work. Nice job in not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron, this mission needs...
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
.対地目標がいっぱい。何それ。なんかすでにもう持ってるってことかこれ。 なんかお姉ちゃんがなんかやってくれたってことかな、多分。なるほどですね。階級昇格って何ですかそれ。マルチプレイやれってこと？マルチプレイなんかやる気ゼロだが。F15 かなりダメなやつかな。もう F15 の C と J とか分けんでいいだろ。J とか自衛隊のやつでしょ。何それ。まず F2 がいるし、そもそも。この両方やんないと多分これ取れないってこと。お前お金がいくらあっても足んないよな。なんか爆弾とか買える？What？ なんか電磁砲って書いてあるけど。なんかこいつ本当にマルチロールか。対地攻撃できんが。なんか地上4目標ぐらい同時にやってくれるみたいなのが欲しいんだけど。
Convicts, stand by at the front.
さっきからなんか作戦名がポーカーかなんかの役名だね。
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings too. Destroy everything in sight. I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military. You think you look anything like military? Damn! That's what I call fireworks. I've got more bad news. The megastorm Anessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO. No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. Trigger eliminated target.
戦車一発で終わると。
15 locked on.
Another one popped. Take this.
Burn, bitches.
輸送船だ。多分一発じゃ足んないんだろうな。足りるかな。どうですか？足りないね。2発なら大丈夫。
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up. There's an enemy on your tail.
3 minutes remaining. An S2 entering AO in 3 minutes. Shit, we're out of time.
僕もっとやるか。
Look at that oil just burn up the sea. Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here. On my target's tail. Locked on hostile.
Missile launched.
Somebody help! 16 people are trapped inside.
Spare 15 locked. Nice kill. Two minutes remaining.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Yeah, target destroyed.
あ、サムがいるじゃん。
This is hardly the time to worry about that. Just go.
どこにいる？別の目標を狙ってるとかそういうこと？
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Suck on that.
Move in, bandit behind you.
Enemy has a lock. Can't put the fire out. Get back.
なんかあんまり当たってない。
There's a lock on Trigger's burn. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. 1 minute remaining.
Watch your six.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only sane one here.
Man, Doug was right. Bring up the trial for military. Enough of the holier than thou act, tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
わかんないけど、とにか
Destroy
く
the
いいんです
targets.
か。
You're being slow. Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one.
明らかに A 点とかに乗ってきた方が良かったんじゃないか。
Heads up.
残り時間がありません。敵地にばらまけ。
We've run out of time. The mission is a
え
failure.
ダメ？
Spare squadron and Nessa 2 has
あ、なんか
arrived.
点が全然
Sticking
足りてね
around will only ruin your planes.
あら。マジなんか対空目標とかなんか遊んでる場合じゃないのこ
Went
れ。
down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward.
めんどくせえこれ。
Want to talk? Running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running
中央
away.
に
I was
とりあえず
retreating.
全部ガンで焼き尽くさないといけない。
It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit
これは
today.
これは
Gonna
何
blow
ですか？
stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats.
何もやってないうちから壊れてるんですけど。
Buildings too. Destroy everything in sight. I appreciate the simplicity of the operation.
撃たれまくってます。
You look anything like military?
なんかわかんないけど。
Damn, that's what I call fireworks. I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO. No time to smell the roses then. I fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Standard acquired. Lock on. We don't have enough
タン
anti-air
ク
weapons. The enemy's got
壊したらなんか巻き込まれて壊れるっぽいんだ。よくわかんないんだよ。
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up. Look at that oil. Burn up the sea.
Spare 15, launching missile. Target destroyed.
I'm straight. Evading. We're hiding up interceptors. 1, 2.
Sam down.
Look alive. On my target's tail. Missile. Break. Spare 15. They've got a lock on you.
3 minutes remaining. Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes. Shit, we're out of time.
Another one. Pop. Take this.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts?
Target down.
These being stuck in the field, babe.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on me.
エベーテン乗りてー。
Still in the fleet. Very nice. Missile.
Spare 15, locked on. Trigger, he's got a lock. The enemy's gunning for me.
Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only thing one
ちょっとうるさい。
Dog was right. We're no proper military. Enough of the now act tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Locked on hostile.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
何してんの？
That's what the anti-air guns are for. The enemy has escaped. Spare 15 lacks the target.
この大爆発。
Gun down.
Black 2.
The enemy's got a lock.
Just got everything on board.
Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. 1 minute remaining.
Bandit right behind you.
まだ点が足りません。
Yeah, target destroyed. Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
あーとりあえず最低限は
Why do
突
you
破
think
したか。
this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
うるさいんだよ本当に。
Countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock is what got me in here. Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens.
あー食らった。ちょっと舐めてた。お前かさっきからうる
I'll
さい
take
の。
jobs like this any day. Megastorm and Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right. Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up. Why are they popping on and off of radar? Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast. Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style. Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough. Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
I'm going off by myself.
Okay, if you think that's for the best.
Got one on radar. Moving. They don't run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can. Quit yapping and hunt down your targets.
前が見えませんよ。
Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger. Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return. Just following orders to find tankers.
So how about you go chew on a bone?
Nothing but sand and rocks. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up.
なんかいっぱいいんな。やべ、なんかよく見たらこれかなり地面に近いか？そうでもないか？わかりません。早くロックしろ。
Fox 2, Fox 2.
They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
こんな黒いのこれ。
Vehicle down. The rising
高
smoke
化学スモ
marks their
ーク？
graves.
Nice sentiment, bad dog.
目の前にいたいなかった？通り過ぎ
Spare
ちゃったこれ？
squadron,
これ
a
ほど？
new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up
流され
John's
てるからか？
aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be
当てらん
Erusian
なかった。
drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Column of smoke. Who did that? It was Trigger.
Trigger, I like your style.
Trigger, I need support now.
Enough of this Trigger bullshit. All aircraft, destroy the tankers.
Let's just leave them to it.
邪魔が入った。
Look alive!
Missile away.
Trigger took down a UAV.
That dumbass is out of it again. Now's our chance to retreat.
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your
ちょ
bare
っとうるさい
hands.
ですね。
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
I ain't losing to no drone. Nice kill, Trigger.
Don't forget, you're trying to take down the tankers.
ダメか。
You're low on special weaponry.
UAV down. Was that Trigger?
All right, we might just get out of this alive.
Don't tell me you're taking out drones for your squadron now, are you? They're not your friends. They're convicts just like you. Just worry about saving your own skin. You listening, Trigger? Target the tankers. The other idiots have their hands full with the drones.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Damn hell for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone
まだ
saying
時間はある。
all targets have been taken down. Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Weapon systems acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away, and he's who drew the drones here.
この辺り。
Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
Keep going. Burn it all.
クソわかんねえ。いた。
How can we be expected to deal with the surface and the air at the same time? Trigger, hurry up and take care of the enemy.
なんだもう位置関係でのが見えたり見えなかったりするのか？違うわけか。どういうわけだ？
More people stayed behind than I thought. Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. That's how I'm still alive.
この辺のどあー右か。この辺りのどっか。
Don't you go doing a tabloid on me.
近くないとダメってことか。わからん。めっちゃ遠いじゃねえか。あんまり UAV に相手してる。おい、なんかいっぱいいる。これ結構まずいな。
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums? I heard drones can be hacked, so why aren't we doing that? Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
Trigger, I'm sticking with you.
Trigger, he's got a lock. Locked. Those trucks can't be all terrain.
やれてない。ヒッ
They
ト。
should be close to the roads. Break, break.
みんなずっとけ。
Vehicle down.
Yeah, let's target it. Maybe we should have stuck with Trigger after all.
This is Spare 11. UAV down. We got one. Flares are low.
フレアが
The tankers are getting
巻いてくれない。
farther away.
Play along, Trigger.
なんか2両いる。
Spare 15. Target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
It's possible the group's made its way to the north of the operation area, towards Erusian territory. Time's running out. Find them. 2 minutes from the tankers, our tails will be exposed. I guess all because the guys going after Trigger.
追い越ししまうぞ。
Target on radar.
わかんね
Spotted one. On my way.
Hey, shot it. What is this bullshit? UAVs are in the way. Take them out.
え。UAV はいいんだよ、もう。あ、いた。
1 minute remaining.
作戦地限出ちゃったってこ
We
と
can't attack the
もうわ
surface
からん。
when lines are on the line. Hostile behind. They have a lock.
うるさい。
Chaff and flares deployed.
いや、いるけど。あと30秒もう無理だな、これ。
Chaff and flares are depleted.
Going after the tankers when all this shit is going down is suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later. Damn. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
もうなんだよ、これ。
We've run out of time. The mission is a failure. Erusia will be getting plenty of oil, all thanks to a slow-ass pursuit.
なんでこれロック、あれなの
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up. Why are they popping on and off of radar? Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast. Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style. Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself.
Okay, if you think that's for the best.
Got one on radar. Moving.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Spare 15 lags the target.
Vehicle down. The rising
もう
smoke
マジで
marks
一直線に
their
行くしかね
graves. Nice sentiment, Bad Dog. Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you chew on a bone?
Spare Squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers. Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep
う
going.
るさいからなこいつ
Run
ら
it all.
Just the bandits off.
Spare 15, missile away.
Just like regular clouds. You're locked in there.
UAV down. Was that Trigger?
Alright, you might just get out of this alive.
Don't tell me you're taking out drones for your squadron now, are you? They're not your friends. They're convicts, just like you. Just worry about saving your own skin. You listening, Trigger? Target the tankers. The other idiots have their hands full with the drones. Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender Jack
なんかこの辺りにいるって言ってるなあそっか足元にいる
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
The mission's become way too dangerous. Damn Count for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Trigger, I need support, now!
Enough of this Trigger bullshit. All aircraft, destroy the tankers.
Let's just leave him to it.
The weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
なんかいるな
Drown out! I got no vision!
Spare 15, locked on.
Great shot. Keep it up.
Trigger, I'm sticking with you.
Warning, missile in the air.
Target detected on radar.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around. Missile away.
Huh?
You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again? I'm burning. That was some primo jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
Damn, I'm targeted. Maybe we should have stuck with Trigger after all.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
さて んだけか。
Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke.
なんかどのミッションもなんかあんまチンタラさせてくんねえな。
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up. Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position. Spare 15, Fox 2. Target destroyed.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
たまになんかすげえ爆発するやつ何？
Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with
いや
Trigger
マ
and
ジで
you'll
も
make it.
何もわかんないよ。
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
確かにタブロイドさん猟奇でウィングマンとして横飛んでくれてんな。
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing.
Hmm. 新しいエンブレムがうんたらとか言ってたけど、これのことかな。違うな。これかな。わかんないな。なんかもう昔のなんか仲間こんなんじゃなかったっけ。なんか出せるばっかじゃん。ファントムライダーがいいかな。ファントム売ってないけど。なんか普通にかまぼこハンガーの中にいるんだ。こんなもんかな。そろそろブルーアーカイブさんやんなきゃいけないから。じゃあ終わります。